Hello everyone, happy Easter if you celebrate that. Yesterday in Michigan was a beautiful day. It was 70 and sunny. I got sunburned, can't really tell in the video, but it was amazing. Great day with family. I wanted to talk to you today about Cambly. It's been a really long time since I made a video about Cambly. I am now a brand ambassador for Cambly, so I will be making more videos for them. Today, I specifically want to talk about Cambly Kids and what the pros and cons are for Cambly Kids and how you can apply to them. I did a video in 2019 about it, but it has come a long way since then and it's changed, and so I wanted to do another one. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. I might be looking down occasionally because I have some notes on my phone and I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So Cambly Kid pays weekly, and regular Cambly, if you're interested in not teaching the kids, is 17 cents per minute. Keep in mind, you do only get paid for the minutes that you teach. So if you sign up for a priority hour or for Cambly Kids classes and say, you know, the student doesn't show up or nobody calls, you're only getting paid for the time you're actually teaching. So it breaks down to be $10.20 per hour. If you teach on Cambly Kids, it's 20 cents per minute. It's a little bit higher, so it's $12 per hour. If you're teaching kids, you know, all around the world, you can choose your hours. You can pop on last minute. You don't have to schedule 2 weeks ahead. It's entirely up to you how you do it. The requirements to teach for Cambly Kid: you only need to be a native speaker or near native speaker. No experience or teaching experience is required to teach here, and no degree is required. It is one of the only companies, I believe Palefish is the only other one that no longer requires, or not no longer, that doesn't require a degree or teaching experience. I think that even, yeah, there used to be a couple more and they've all changed. I believe these are the only two left, but don't mark me on that. So this is a great option for college students or just to fill in the blanks, or somebody who just graduated high school even. It's good extra money. You can do it whenever you want, when it's convenient. Lessons and scheduling. Cambly Kid tutors are free to open their schedule as they wish. They are one-on-one classes, so you will only have one student. There's 24/7 hours available, so around the clock. You can teach whenever you'd like. There's no minimum hours, which is another awesome thing. I haven't actually taught a class there in probably 2 months, but then sometimes I sporadically decide I miss some of the kids I teach on there, and I'll hop back on and they'll book with me, and I might teach and make an extra couple $100 in a week. It just depends on what I feel like doing. So let's talk about how to apply to Cambly Kids. First, you're going to fill out their teaching application. I am going to post a link to that in my description box below. Just click on that and it looks like this. Now, make sure that you fill in the parts of your application, including the videos. You have to do the videos. There's a 3 to 5 minute demo video, and then all you do is wait for Cambly to approve it. There isn't actually an interview, and there's not a person on the other side. You're literally uploading a video, and that might seem a little bit intimidating for those who have not done it. If you've worked at another ESL company, it's second nature to us. You do it for all the companies. This is just 3 to 5 minutes. I do have an example of this on my page. In fact, if you search Google for Cambly Kids, I believe I'm one of the top videos that pops up. It's had a lot of views because when I made that video back then, there weren't any other ones. Cambly Kids was very new at that point. And so that's still relevant to give you some teaching tips. However, I'm going to give you a couple new ones in this video as well. Make sure that you click that little section that says who I want to teach. I want to teach kids. Make sure you click that little tab so that they know that you want to teach kids. I'll show you a picture somewhere on the screen here too. Keep in mind that the video that you upload for Cambly Kids is going to be very, very different than the video you upload for regular Cambly, and I could be wrong. I believe you have to upload both of them. So when you're speaking to adults, even if they are new English learners, you're not going to be all, you know, you're not going to have the same attitude that you would if you're teaching a 5-year-old, for example. So keep a couple of things in mind in that video in order to pass. You want to really show off your personality. Be you. Don't copy someone on YouTube. But you might use a puppet. You might use some toys or props that go along with your lesson. Make sure that you talk for the duration of the video. Just pretend like you're teaching a student. Pretend like there's a student on the other side. You're not talking to the Cambly crew. You're talking to a student who doesn't speak English well. So you want to make sure that you show off your teaching skills, okay? It's a good idea to be mindful of your background. You don't have to have something. I use photography backgrounds off of Amazon mostly because it's easy and it just looks like I'm in a classroom, and it works for all of the companies that I work for. You can use anything educational. When I first started, I just plopped up a dollar store ABC poster behind me, and that will suffice. You don't actually need to use headphones. They are not required at Cambly, but if you have some, that will help your sound quality and it will look like you're serious about the job, so you could put those on. Also, consider using TPR. If you have not heard of TPR, I have a couple videos on that as well. I will link those to the end of this video or put them somewhere here so you can check them out. But TPR stands for Total Physical Response, and it's kind of your own way of just using your hands to talk, like when you say hello, waving along with it, things like that. Make sure that you also speak in a much slower speaking speed than normal, because remember, they don't know English. All right, here's a couple other pointers for your demo video. Make sure that you're very positive and uplifting and that you congratulate the student a lot, like, good job. You can give them high five. I like to say high five, and when we give me a high five back, I kind of duck, and it always makes them laugh, so that's kind of fun. You can do anything like that. You could give them a star. You could use a secondary reward system by just posting something on a board behind you. I have a plastic star from the dollar store. Cambly does use stars. So when I say you get a star, I say, you get a star. Da-dun-da-dun. And then I make sure to click the star button right at that time, and it shows up on their screen. So that's kind of fun. Cambly doesn't require secondary rewards, but it would be a good idea to use one. And I will also post a link to a video on those. Just an update though, I do now use Google Slides for my secondary rewards. It's much easier. I can do it on my iPad, but you can do, you can do whatever you want. It can be on a board. I have a few videos. I'll link those as well. Speak slowly but conversationally, and never use broken sentences. You want to be teaching proper English. And you also want to be sure that you have proper lighting. Good lighting is actually really hard to do, and it took a long time before I mastered this, so I also have a video on that I will link. But you want to make sure that you have excellent lighting so that they can see you and they can see your mouth. Another pointer, some ladies always suggest that you wear lipstick so they can see your mouth moving. When I teach kids, a lot of time when I'm teaching how to form your sounds, I use a microphone or oh my goodness, magnifying glass. Hello, so they can see how your tongue moves in your mouth. It helps them learn how to make the sounds. And always keep within your time frame. Don't go over, don't go under. It has to be between 3 and 5 minutes. Here's my favorite advantages to working at Cambly Kids. It's very flexible. It's relaxed pacing. There's amazing students from all over the world. I learn a lot from my students, the adults included. Sometimes they're very educated people I love having conversations with. The kids are just, they're kids, but they're from other countries. It's a lot of fun. There's no minimum hours required, and they have a reasonable cancellation policy. They're really not that hard on you. So that's awesome. There's no peak times. We talked about that before. The weekly pay is a perk in my book. They just put it on PayPal. You get it every Monday, or, so that's pretty cool. There are a couple disadvantages, and the pay is pretty low in comparison to other companies. You don't receive full pay for cancellations. Cambly is sometimes really slow to approve their teacher applications, so be mindful of that. It might take a couple hours. It might take a couple months, so you just don't know. So get it in there, see what happens. Right now, I do think they are checking them sooner because they are running a deal right now, a referral bonus. Normally, when you get a referral, you get $20 at Cambly. Which is why I don't invest a ton of time into helping referrals, because it's not really worth my time, and you don't get them until they teach 10 priority hours. So sometimes people don't even do that. But right now they are not only giving the referring teacher money, they are also giving the candidate a little bit of money too. So right now is a really excellent time to sign up. It appears that they need teachers, so get it on there. I think that about covers it. I am going to link some posts to some videos that I've made previously so that you can get examples. Just make sure you're prepared before you do it. You do have to fill out the application all at one time, so make sure you're ready for that demo video. You can record it right on their site, or you can pre-record it and upload it. I prefer to pre-record, that way if I mess up, I can fix it, and I know it's exactly what I want to submit before I submit it, but you do what works best for you. If you do have any questions, I am not allowed as a Cambly ambassador to put my email in the description box, but it wouldn't be real difficult to find it. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out. That's about sums it up. And hopefully you enjoy Cambly Kids. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give me a like, subscribe, share this with your friends. If you know anybody looking for some work, especially right now with the virus, this is something you can do from home. So yeah, keep it in mind. And right now, like I said, is a really good time because you will get a kickback. I'll put the details to that in the description box as well, so that you know exactly what you would get and when. All right, well, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.